Hello, Beez Bladers, and welcome back. Welcome newcomers to the channel. I have a quick unboxing of a budget knife from Amazon for your viewing pleasure today. Thank you to my subscribers, and thank you to my supporters on Patreon. Thank you very much. Don't forget to go check me out on Instagram at Beez Blades. And thank you to my subscriber, Beez Blader Matt H. Thank you very much for recommending that I check out this brand of budget knives that have 14C28 in blade steel. Yeah. So let's get into it. So my unboxing knife today is going to be my red QSP Penguin with the red micarta that I won from Grateful Panic Knife Reviews. And look at this. This is what I got from Amazon. Now, are you telling me this happened in shipping? Because there's the knife. But you know what? This is an unboxing, and I'm going to do it correctly. I'm going to open this package from the other side just because it's a lot more fun. Yeah. That's how it's supposed to be. Oh, boy, this has got some stuff in it. Look what I did. Would you look at it? Making a friggin' mess. There we go. Okay, so here's your box. Sitivien, that's what I'm calling it. You know, I'm wondering if it came out somehow, if they were flinging it across the stockroom and they put this huge piece of tape over it. I don't know if that's what Amazon does or if that's how it comes from the company. But let me get all this junk off the table. All right. I really don't think this is how they would do it at the factory, but maybe that's what they do. They put a huge piece of tape over it. Don't like big old pieces of tape on my box. All right, so here's the box. Can we read it? Sitivien ST302 folding knife. And then says hiking and everyday carry, made in China. Never opened one of these, never got one of these before. I'm going to move in here for you just a little bit. And it comes with a piece of cloth. It's just like it's not microfiber, it's just like a square piece of cloth that they've cut. Okay, all right, and that's all you get for your packaging. And what do we have? Okay, so here it comes with looks like it has a piece of leather for the pretty nice feeling piece of leather for a lanyard if you want to put a lanyard on it. Put that to the side. So here is your is that micarta? It's slick. There's no texture to it. But I'm going to zoom in with some light so you guys can get a good look at it here. All right, so if you want to take a screenshot, if I can get it to focus, as always, my focus needs more focus. Yoop, yoop. All right, so there's that side. And here's this side. Looks a little more tan on that side for some reason. But this is the Sitivien 302. Let me move out. This is just a quick unboxing. A little slow. Wow, that's got a heck of a blade to it. That's got a long blade on there, boys and girls. So it has a pretty nice finish from the get-go. Got a little bit of goopage on there. Let me clean that off. Wow, this has got a long blade. So there's your logo, Sitivien, and it's actually it's green. It matches the pivot. I don't know if that's their colors or that's just the color that this knife comes in, but it's a pretty attractive micarta. Just doesn't really have much texture to it. It looks pretty good. Looks pretty cool. What do we have here? That looks like a, I don't know. That's pretty big. I think it might be a T8 though. Let's check real quick, guys. I do have links to Weehaw bit set down in the description. Amazon link. Go through that if you're going to get it. Yep, that's a T8, and just because I'm not familiar with this company, I'm double checking. Yep, T8s and T6s. That's what we're working with. But this is a really cool set. These are good. I mean, most of the people in the knife community either have them or have seen or heard about them. Get you a set. All right, so going back to looking at the knife, I got that foam stuff all over the place. So here's the inside. Let's look at the inside of the liners. They're milled out for weight. That's really good. Let's look at this side. There's your pocket clip. This pocket clip looks familiar. I've seen this style before. It's pretty heavy duty. All right. There's your 14C28N. All right, now what I'm going to do, I'm trying some different things. I'm going to, at the end of this video, do all the measurements, and I'll pop in with a video of all the specs, and then we'll keep moving. So there should be a video of me doing all the specs right about now. Hey guys, I'm going to break in here with your specs. So from tip to tip, you got 8.63 inches, so it's a long one. Your blade is 3.83 inches. Your sharpened length is 3.77 inches. You got a blade stock thickness of 0.125. Right there is 0.125, and your behind the edge is a pretty consistent 0.011, so it's 11 thousandths behind the edge. So not too bad at geometry whatsoever. Your handle width is 0.89 inches, so it's not even an inch wide. Your handle thickness is 0.57, so you've got a little bit of handle to hold on to there. Your close length is 4.83 inches from a tip to tip. Something I didn't mention in the video is that we do have a nice backspacer here. Looks like a G10 backspacer, best I can tell. And there is no lanyard hole. So it came with this little piece of leather, but there is no lanyard hole to speak of. No barrel spacer to put it on. They just had the lanyard, or they had this piece of leather in there like this. So I guess maybe the idea was if you want to just drop it in your pocket because it's slender. But there's your specs. Now back to your video. All right, we're back. You should have just got all your specifications. So right now, I don't even know what they are. You guys do, and I don't. So what do we have in the pivot? Let's see if we can see what's in there. Oh, that looks like ball bearings. Yes, there's a, okay, include you guys in on this. Look at there, we got ball bearings. We have ball bearings in the pivot. Look at that. Would you look at it? Just look at it. Overall, it's a pretty attractive looking knife on the outside, aesthetically. All right, let's see what it looks like here. All right, pretty good action. Boy, that blade. You know, I gotta look real quick, just so I know what we're working with. 3 3/4 for the blade sharpen length. That's pretty good. That's a long blade. Oh my gosh, holy cow. Hold up. It is already drop shutty right out of the box. Whoa. Look at this, guys. I mean, I'm not having to help at all. It's just, whoa. Me likey. Let me see if you guys can see this. Just straight down. Okay, all right. So that's pretty cool. Now, what do we have here? As far as the choil, it looks like the sharpening choil is right at just about at the bottom of the plunge grind, so it's not going to be too many sharpens till you get to the plunge grind. But this knife was like 30 bucks. I think it was like 29 something, but $30 for this knife. And already the action is, oh, it's impressive. Okay, moving on. So you got pretty good access to the lock bar, and we have no lock stick. And what kind of percentage are we looking like? What did I do with my flashlight? There it is. So as far as your lockup goes, I'd say we're about what? What do you think? About 50%? So the lockup looks good. There's no lock stick. No blade play whatsoever. No lock. I mean, it is solid. It is super solid feeling, and it's just so drop shutty. I mean, what the heck? I'm just wow, I'm impressed. And the thing I'm noticing though right off the bat, guys, is you have jimping right here, so you can do a push button and that digs in your finger. This I would say is a lot better to do a light switch, and the only problem is there's no jimping on the top right here. So this right here is a little smooth. So my finger kind of wants to slide off. I kind of wish they had the jimping going all the way around to grab a hold of my finger. But there's a nice strong lock pin. Look at that. Nice heavy duty lock pin up there. It's pretty smooth. I'm just checking this out. I've never seen one before. So it is not reverse carry. And it's a pretty deep pocket clip. You got some big mushrooms growing in the shade down here, big head screws. So that, I don't know. I don't really, with the knives like this, I really don't have that much issue myself in and out of the pocket. I usually find that if there's a lot of space on this side of the screws, that becomes an issue. I don't think this one's going to be a problem. I don't really have that problem. It looks a little shallow here getting into the pocket, but we'll see how that works. Wow. So this is pretty cool. I mean, for 30 bucks, that is quite a knife. Do some quick size comparisons. Now, you know, people on YouTube always ask you to like their video. Why do they do that? Well, the reason why is because if nobody likes or comments on a video, or they don't watch very much of it, YouTube just buries it in the sea of videos, and it doesn't let people know the video's even out there. So that's why we always ask, you know, please give us a thumbs up. Please like the video. And also I'm asking, you know, try to watch more of the videos too. Not that I'm desperate for watch time, but I'm letting you know we're building the channel. We're going places. So I feel like if I don't tell you, I can't complain that if it's not moving and grooving, which we are. And I thank you guys very much for that. Because this channel is not a moneymaker, it's a hobby, and when you use my discount codes and links in the description, the hopes that someday I'll get a few bucks back that I can put into giveaways and all that other good stuff. But moving on, so the action's really good. Let's do the size comparisons. Let's see what it looks like next to some other knives. And I'm going to put up the usual suspects. There's the Spyderco Tenacious. And here is the Spyderco Para 3. Okay, I'm going to put up a couple more. Now up here is the Spyderco Manix 2. And, man, it's got a longer blade than I expected. It's longer than I expected. That's what she said. And there's your Civivi backlash. It even has a longer blade than the backlash. It's a pretty attractive knife. And here is one that I did a video on recently, a versus battle. Go check that out. And here's the CRKT Overland. And this is the Civivi Praxis. So I think it might even have the Praxis bead as far as sharpen length. Oh yeah, sure does. So this is a good size blade. If you're in the places where you can't have a 3-inch blade, you're definitely out of luck on this one. But as far as the action goes, I like the action. I do have one complaint, and that is this is slick up here. It's not grabbing my fingerprints. It has jimping, but the jimping, it's almost like it's backwards. You know, it's if you try to do just a push button, it's just going to dig into your finger. That's not comfortable. So I would say, give me some jimping up here on the flipper tab. We'll back out. There we go. So the action is good. Let's look at the ergos. Ergos are nice and neutral. There's plenty of handle. As you guys know, you might not know, it's 4 inches from here to here on my hand, and then 3.5 from here to here. From here to here is 7 1/4. That's the size of my hand. And handle's comfortable. I'm not feeling any hot spots. The pocket clip's not bothering me. I can feel the pocket clip. I know he's there, but he's not bothering me. Can I choke up? I mean, that's a little baby. That's forward choil. My fat finger is going to end up on the blade, so I wouldn't say that that's choke upable. I would have to be out here, and because this is kind of sharp, I wouldn't really be choking up on that either. So you can do some of this, you know, for light cutting, where you put the front of your index finger on there. That wouldn't be too bad. But other than that, your grip is going to be back here. So that's not too bad. Thanks, guys, for stopping by. If you're new to knife collecting, or you've been collecting for a long time, stick around and enjoy the journey with me. Learn something, teach something, enjoy the entertainment. Live life in the present and keep a Band-Aid handy. And don't cut yourself.